Hello, everybody, and welcome to the ET Considers Everything podcast for Wednesday, August 17th, 2016. And I would be remiss if I didn't wish my parents, Kriya and Jimmy Stallard, a very happy 14th wedding anniversary today. They got married on this date 14 years ago, and it's the best thing that could ever happen to me as I gained a father figure in my life, a wonderful stepdad who loves me as a stepson and loves me as a real son as well. And it doesn't get much better than that, folks. So I want to wish my parents, Kriya and Jimmy Stallard, a very happy wedding anniversary today. On this podcast, I'll take a look at some NFL news, some MLB scores from last night, and news from the Olympics. So let's get going with this podcast, ladies and gentlemen. First, let's start off with NFL news. The players that were named in the Jazeera PD story that happened last month that I was talking about earlier on the ET Considers Everything podcast have been reprimanded by the NFL and have been told by NFL Players Association and NFL owners that they need to meet with NFL Players Association officials by August 25th, or they will face indefinite suspensions beginning on August 26th if they do not interview. The players involved in the Jazeera PD story include Green Bay Packers linebackers Clay Matthews and Julius Peppers, Pittsburgh Steelers linebacker James Harrison, free agent defensive end Mike Neal. So this is a very big story, and hopefully all these players will decide to meet with NFL Players Association's officials. Whether they've been cleared or not in the PED story, they still need to meet with these officials because it's very important and crucial to all of their careers. So we'll see what happens over the next week or so with all these developments, and I'll keep you posted on that as well. Also, we have a quarterback controversy in San Francisco. Quarterback Blaine Gabbert looked really good in the San Francisco's preseason game over the weekend, and Colin Kaepernick has an arm injury right now. He has shoulder stiffness, and it really could determine what his fantasy value looks like going into this NFL season in 2016. Sources close to the situation are saying that it's just a really sore shoulder and he should be able to come back from the injury, but still, buyers beware as the fantasy season gets underway here in a few weeks, no doubt about it. MLB scores from last night. The Chicago Cubs defeated the Milwaukee Brewers in a sweep yesterday. They played 2 games. They won the first game 4-0, and they won the second game 4-1. So big time results there for the Chicago Cubs. Also, we had the Boston Red Sox defeat the Baltimore Orioles by a score of 5-3 last night. Mookie Betts has hit 8 home runs in his last 12 games, a streak that is very impressive. He now has 27 home runs on the season and has looked primed to maybe win the AL MVP award if he keeps up on this pace. Also, last night we had the Atlanta Braves lose to the Minnesota Twins by a score of 4-2. It's been an up and down season for the Atlanta Braves, but unfortunately it's mostly been a down season. They haven't really played up to their potential this year, but they should be able to really come back up next year in a new stadium at SunTrust Park and do a whole lot better for the fans there. Also, in Olympic news yesterday, it was day 11 of the Olympic competition. Simone Biles and Aly Raisman swept the top 2 medals in the floor exercise of the gymnastics competition. Simone Biles won the gold and Aly Raisman won the silver. We also had Christian Arnold win the men's triple jump competition at the Olympic Stadium in Rio de Janeiro. This was the U.S.'s first win in that event in a while, so congratulations to Christian Arnold. Also, last night we had Kerry Walsh Jennings and April Ross lose to the team of Barbara and Agatha. It was a tough defeat for Kerry Walsh Jennings. This was her first ever Olympic defeat in women's beach volleyball. But she's had a storied career. She won 3 gold medals previously with Misty May Trainer, and now's looking primed to win another medal. She will go for the bronze medal Friday night in a match against another Brazilian pair. So Should be fun to see how these Olympics play out. Tonight in the Olympics in prime time, we'll have the men's 200-meter final from Olympic Stadium. We'll also have more springboard diving, and we'll also have some more highlights from the swimming and more track and field events as well. So it should be very fun to see how these Olympics play out over the next 4 days. After day 11, the medal count goes as follows. The United States leads with 84. China is in second with 51. Great Britain is in third with 50. Russia is in fourth with 44. And France is in fifth with 55. The NASCAR Sprint Cup Series returns to action this weekend with a triple header action at Bristol Motor Speedway this weekend. We'll have the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series race tonight. We'll have the NASCAR Xfinity Series race on Friday night, and the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series race on Saturday night. So it's a big weekend for Bristol race fans, no doubt about it. My favorite to win the truck race tonight is Kyle Busch or Matt Crafton. You got to look at those two as the favorites. My favorite to win the Xfinity Series race is Kyle Busch, Darrell Wallace Jr., or Ty Dillon. And then on Saturday night in the Cup race, you got to go with either Carl Edwards or Kyle Busch. Those two are the favorites. So it wouldn't surprise me at all to see Kyle Busch pull off the triple. He has done it before here at Bristol and has very much potential to do it again. So we'll definitely see what happens as the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series, NASCAR Xfinity Series, and NASCAR Sprint Cup Series all race at Bristol this weekend. The PGA Tour returns to action this week with the Wyndham Championship in Greensboro. This is the final event before the FedEx Cup Playoffs begin at the Barclay Championship next week. It's going to be very interesting to see who makes the top 25 and will qualify for the FedEx Cup Playoffs. It's a 4-week playoff. It goes from 125, the first event at the Barclays, to 100 at the second event at the Deutsche Bank Championship, to 70 at the third event of the FedEx Cup Playoffs at the BMW Championship, and to 30 at the final event of the FedEx Cup Playoffs at the Tour Championship in Atlanta. So it's going to be fun to see who comes out on top there. Many players are outside the top 125, including Ernie Els. Ernie Els is looking to qualify for the FedEx Cup Playoffs for the 7th time in 10 seasons. He's missed out in 3 of the 10 seasons that the FedEx Cup has been awarded. And with that, that's going to do it for this edition of the ET Considers Everything podcast for Wednesday, August 17th, 2016. If y'all don't mind, like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and as always, I'll keep you posted on sports news as I get them across my tablet. I apologize for not making a video yesterday. I was very busy. I was out helping my grandmother shop, and I had a doctor's appointment yesterday afternoon, so I could not make a video yesterday. But I'll do my best to make multiple videos per week from now on, because football season is getting ready to come, and I'm going to be a whole lot more busier as football season approaches. Thank you all very much for your support. But for now, this is E.T. Eric Tyler Mullins reporting from Pound, Virginia. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you very much for watching, liking the video, and subscribing to the channel. Later.